Chamgeitab kalenjin amang'ung'ui tugul ole imiten ngoskolengutab betutab rani koibaibai ak ikere ketesiet nebo Kass TV itagat eng tetutietab mung'aret ak bandaptai kigurena Jacqueline Arusei. Eng betutab rani eng studio kemite ak nebo ng'echeret eng kibagengeit notok nebo Kenya Water Tower Dr. Isaac Kalua newendi kororwech akobo kamanutietab Mau Forest amune sitesetai serikali nguni koutoi biik kong'ete forest notok nebo Mau ako kigere kora kole kokotestai kochuti ng'alekab bolatet kotinygei ak tetutiet notok tesetai kosuldae serikali nebo kiuto biik eng osnet notok nebo Mau Forest. So welcome to our studios.
Kongoi.
Yeah, angen ale ingen kalenjin agenge aeng so imuche katbi.
Nebo begityo. Kongoi kabisa.
Yeah, sawa. So karibu studio.
Asante sana.
Yeah, so last time when you were here, we talked about Mau, the process that was going on of eviction and stuff like that. But we realized that in the past few weeks, there has been a lot of politics that has been in play about this community blaming the other community, saying that they want to be chased out of Mau, they are within the borderline. What do you have to say about that?
It is true that we have been having that political discussion and positioning depending on so many issues. And one thing is that politicians, as I have said time and again, and you and I know that, Jacqueline, politicians will always do what politicians are supposed to do. And one painful thing about it is that it is not them, it is you and I who push them to this kind of a position. Because you keep reminding them, because it's like a dangling carrot, that when we elected you, we agreed that this is going to be happening, or this is what is supposed to happen, and then we bring it at the wrong time and forget the bigger picture, Jacqueline, that we are supposed to consider. When we have politics around Mau and what is around the conservation area, we just need to keep away from the politics and allow politicians to do what they have to do. They represent us. Number two, we are the ones who elected them, and they actually reflect us. Yeah. If you think they are operating on their own, we are wrong. Yeah. They are reflecting what we are talking about. Yeah. But back to the main issue, let's not lose the importance of protecting and conserving Mau, as it were. 427,000 hectares with 22 blocks of forest. Out of the 22 blocks that we have, 21 are already gazetted and under Kenya Forest Service. One block is the only one that is not gazetted, and it is under the Narok County Council, county government, and that is the one that is called Masai Mau. And for sure, this is the only controversial area. Regarding the evictions that we are talking about, this is the fact. And I told you and I assured your viewers one thing for sure, that whenever you will ever see me here, I will only speak nothing but the truth. Because one, I am an environmentalist, and I know how much important it is to conserve the environment. Two, the region that we are talking about is so important to me and my family that I cannot dare imagine doing something wrong in this specific region. And talking about the two communities that are in this area, the Maasais and the Kalenjin. And therefore we have to protect this.
But we've seen over the weekend the Kipsigis leaders who had a meeting there, and they talked about people living in Mau that are within the borderline, and they had so much to say. Don't you think that this is going to maybe hinder the second phase of Mau eviction? And actually, before you respond, probably maybe we can have a look at the video and then you elaborate more about
it. Thank you very much.
Kandoichoton kandochin Senator nebo Bomet Dr. Christopher Andrew Langat, Senator nebo Kericho Haron Cheruyot, MPs Joyce Korir, Brighton Yegon, Gideon Keter ak MCS tugul kobun sub-county nebo Konoin kokaibor kaimetabkei en nyalilda nebune biik chekikiuto en osnetab Mau ak kosom President Uhuru Kenyatta kochutyi ak kotelel yautyonoton.
Tonondosi ak bikyok chebo Mau amun tomo kosir guideline. Kiyoimbawi ko kikimi tugul ak viongozi chumita ireyu. Ako en iman ko bichon kokion ko machut guideline. Ako kikakikochi koyomiset nekikon akine president komang'une kutinyin kole chi nemachut cutline kechomchin komeng'is amun tindoi title.
Mambo ya Mau tunasema ya kwamba Kalenjins are the best environmental conservationists. As you can see the trees that we have planted, these trees are not different with the trees in the Mau. So we are Mau friendly, and there is a cut line that was actually marked by the President of the Republic of Kenya.
Chom mosir cut line. Kingen kele chang cut lines, mi cut line neta, cut line nebo oeng. Pichon got kitoke fikten pichon mosir cut line. Ke konu direction kogi kondoikab Kalenjin.
Kosubkei ak kandoichoton kang'ololi en besio beikonoin kokanerekyi kit nekamwa kole kakochut polotet netinye ak lewenisiet nebo president en kenyitab 2022 tetutyonoton bo kerib osnetab Mau.
I want to tell Cabinet Secretary wa Environment, Bwana Keriako Tobiko, to declare his interest in the Mau issue. We want him to declare his interest because there are two operations that are going on in Mau. Operation number one is the effort of conservation of the forest, which we all support and have said we are backing that one 100%. Anybody who has crossed the cut line must be taken out. Operation number two is being led by political brokers and a cartel, including the county commissioner, which is a political operation. It is a political operation because it is aimed at reducing the number of a certain community in Narok County. Hiyo njama sisi tumegundua na hatuwezi kasimama. Senator wa Narok Ledama Olekina na mbunge Kenta wanafaa kuwa charged na hate speech. Ile maneno wanazungumza kuhusu jamii ya Kipsigis ambaye inaishi Narok inaleta aibu. Hata hawafai kuitwa kiongozi yoyote katika nchi hii yetu ya Kenya.
Kong'eten kebeberta nebo besio en kanoin logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyun ko Sylvester Rono.
Kamwa MP nebo Narok North.
Yeah, so what do you have to say about what leaders have talked about the Mau and the process of eviction and Katlainia?
Jacqueline, amache correctan ngalekab agenge ku ngalekab evictions. Aeng ngalekab conservation. Somok ngalekab cut line. The one that I'm going to start with is about the environmental conservation using a very scientific procedure. Atinye map you. This is a report nebo Kenya Water Towers ak Mau gityo, specifically looking at the growth and the loss of the land cover mass and all that over the period that we have lost the trees. If you look at this, I don't know whether you're able to see. This is the year 2009. The green area was much more. Then come to 2000, it is lesser. Then the next is 2011 is much lesser. 2016, you can see how destruction of the forest has gone. Ngalek neboiman. This is factual on the ground. It is not the number of trees that you are seeing that you have planted elsewhere that make all the difference. It is actual on the specific area that we are talking about. Yeah. Environmental conservation in that place. We must understand Lake Natron in the neighboring country, where all flamingos mainly are nurtured from that place. The area also provides water into the Masai Mara game reserve and all that. So it's very important, and the amount of money that comes to this country, Jacqueline, for tourism is quite a lot, and it emanates from there. Yeah. And I'm so happy that both leaders are agreeing that we are conservationists. Yeah. I give them A, and I really appreciate the leaders in all these places. They may throw words at each other. That's political, depending on who you are talking to and talking for. So that, don't blame them. They are politicians, and we must let them do what they have to do. Aeng ngalega cut line. And what I am going to say here, Jacqueline, it needs to be very well understood, because this is factual. The cut line, it is true, there is a cut line. I talked about 22 forests across, forest blocks across the entire Mau forest complex. All 21 are in the upper part of Mau going down to the southwards. Only, and they are all gazetted. The last one is not gazetted. There was need to show a cut line where these people are supposed not to go beyond and where they are supposed to stay.
Yeah.
And I want you to understand this very well, because this is the source of confusion about Mau.
Yeah.
And I want to bring it out to your viewers in a very factual manner, and also help our leaders, because it depends on who is briefing our leaders, and they pick it without the actual information, the boyman.
But now, before you continue,
Yes.
we are seeing that these leaders are insisting that those who are being evicted are the ones within the cut line, like they have not gone beyond.
Okay, you are bringing me to the other point about evictions.
Yes.
So let me deal with that before we deal to the
All right,
to the cut line. The evictions that happened recently, Jacqueline, that was eviction of the people who moved into Mau recently, 1 year, 1 year and a half. Momiage. But when it was started, because they were starting to destroy some of the areas, and it was agreed, and they were given 2 weeks ultimatum, and agreed that please move out, bila kusumbuana, bila kusukumana. After the end of the 2 weeks period, an additional 5 days were given.
Yeah.
And they were notified that sasa tutatumia nguvu kama mtahitaji kufanya hivyo, and we are going to do it by requesting so that you move out. Because Jacqueline, hawa ni watu wako na watoto,
Yeah.
ni kina mama, you cannot do unyama. And Kenya today and even world over, where can you force people by beating them up and doing this? The good thing, the people already know that they were in the wrong place. So some of them already had moved out even before the operation on the 5th day started. The operation was supposed to be 5 days. The first day it happened, you know very well, I said it here, and it did not happen at night. It happened from 8 in the morning, going through the day and moving to the 2nd, 3rd. By the time it was on the 3rd day, people had already moved out. There is the last period that we had even 1,000 homes or 1,000 people leaving the place.
Yeah.
Waliwacha ng'ombe zao, ng'ombe zikatunzwa, they came for them the following day. Waliwacha chakula yao, wameambiwa that wakati ya kuvuna chakula, please come and collect your food. And they left everything else and agreed. The unfortunate thing that was created that made also a mess of it is that there are people who burned houses, not the police officers, and they would not do that. And I checked, because I get daily briefs on this, on what is happening, just because we are supposed to conserve, Kenya Water Tower is supposed to conserve the place that has been left, so that we make sure that this is done. And that is exactly what we did. So there are 5 homes that were burned, and this caused a lot of mayhem to look like we have the forces that were working on this have burned houses and are really mistreating people. This was not the case. I can confirm to your viewers, I can confirm very humbly and state that this was not the case. These people were asked to move out, and they moved out very well, and they were escorted. Their animals were eventually taken back to make sure that they received them. Their food is still in the Mau. And they have been assured chakula ikiwa tayari, wakuje wavune, watoe kwa shamba, and that becomes a very safe operation.
But okay, before we go for a break, probably, are there any possibilities of maybe getting an alternative land or something like that?
Before even that, maybe after the break, I will now explain about the cut line, because this is very important for the viewers, so that tuambiane ukweli. Mungu yuko, and we are answerable kwa Mungu in some of these things. And I am very glad that His Excellency the Deputy President mentioned at one time, and together with the President, that maneno ya Mau na siasa ya Mau within a very short time itaisha, na tusipomaliza saa hii itaanza ni kudanganyana kwa viongozi, and then haitatusaidia, hatutasaidia the DP. And I have said before that we should not even be involving him in this, because this is an environmental. If we cannot understand the importance of conserving Mau, we have lost it.
Okay. Yeah. So titap kalenzi inte seta inte tutap MUNGARET AK BANDAPTAI going studio gemete ak Dr. Isaac Kalua inende tukone bangejerete ngibagenge itap Kenya water tower ole yeruruich akubagama no titap aripseta bitono gabe met misingo osnet not of neighbor Mau. So ngenyo rulo kwa ngete studio asigete stay active to tenure.